Hello my YouTube friend, this is Now Mechanic Kid, and today I am going to be painting a MBI Auto Prime Front Bumper. I got this from Amazon, and there's a few things I'm going to do different here. This bumper already come primed, so I'm not going to prime it like I usually do when I get something primed. But in this situation, I'm going to skip the prime. I'm going to use what they gave me. We're going to sand it down with 1500 grit. What I'm going to be using for this, I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum Custom Metallic Silver. This is for the front bumper. I think this color will make it pop out, stand out. And I'm going to be using this gloss clear. Now the first thing we have to do is, what we're going to do is, we're going to wash it thoroughly. I'm not going to show you how to wash a bumper. All you got to do is just wash it with mild soap, dry it, let it dry, and then what we're going to do when I come back, what we're going to do is we're going to sand it down with 1500 grit. So let's get on with this job, and hopefully this MBI Prime bumper comes out good. Now that we have finished cleaning it up with mild soap and it's nice and dry, you want to use a 1500 grit sandpaper. I don't have a 15, I have a 12, but it's recommended to use a 1500. And all you're going to do is just sand very lightly. You don't want to go hard. You're going to go lightly all over and sand the bumper very thoroughly. Take your time. You take your time prepping, the job is going to come out beautiful. So I'm going to do this all around, and I'll come back. Like I said, I usually, once I do this, I'll prime it again. I'll see how it looks. If it looks good, I'm just going to use the primer they put on this bumper. So I'll be back once I sand it down. Yeah, just go lightly, go around. You're almost finished. Looking good, really. Now that we have finished sanding it, we just want to take some plain water and just start cleaning it up to get ready to paint. See that? So you just want to go thoroughly all around, clean it up, and then at the same time you can see where did you miss that you have to sand it down a little more. So clean it thoroughly, and when we come back, we're going to start putting the paint. After you have dried it up, what you're going to do is you're going to use some degreaser, and you're going to clean it thoroughly nice. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a clean rag, a brand new rag, and you're just going to go lightly around, cleaning it up. Make sure it's nice and dry. Now we're ready for our paint. Like I said, I'm going to be using metallic silver. And make sure you shake your can well. And what I like to do, I like to go on the edges first and then go from there. So let's do this. You just want to go lightly, the first coat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait 10 minutes and we're going to give it another light coat. So we're going to do the same thing. You want to go a little bit at a time, because if you try to rush it, you're going to get runs on it. So little by little, taking your time, believe me, at the end, you'll be happy with what you have done. So I'm just going to continue. You're going to see it coming out little by little. You're going to see it popping out. So I'm going to continue like this. I'm going to keep coating it, and I'm going to give it a few more coats, and I'm going to come back and tell you how many coats I gave it. I'm in my third can of paint. Spray can is looking really, really, really good, but I want it to stand out more, so I'm going to put one more can. Now, if you're painting a 2010 Kia Soul bumper, this right here, this part, you don't got to concentrate on this part, because the lower bumper is going to cover this, and over here you're going to have your grill. So you want to concentrate here in the front and in the side, and let this pop out. I'm going to continue painting it, and then when I come back, I'm going to have the coat, the paint coat in front of me to see how it looks with the coat. This is how it looks. 3 cans of spray cans. It's not coated yet. Gonna wait 30 minutes before I start coating it, but I just want to show you how it looks with 3 cans a spray can. Not bad. I probably can add one more, but I'm satisfied the way it looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 30 minutes, and then I'm going to start applying the clear coat. Now we're going to apply the clear coat on it, and I'm going to do the same thing I always do. Start in the bottom and work myself around. Make sure you put masks on, because if not, this paint will get you sick. So let's start. Wait till that dry. I'm going to wait till this dry for 5 minutes, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you how many coats I gave it. This is looking very, very beautiful. This is looking good for spray can. So I already used 3 spray cans of paint. Now I'm going to use 3 cans of gloss. The whole secret to this is go lightly the first coat, and then you start going a little heavier and heavier, and you will have no run. I don't have no runs at all, because you got to take your time and be patient. So this is my last can. we're gonna do the same thing I'm always doing. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna finish this can, and when I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna show you the finished product. Here goes our bumper, and it came out beautiful. For 3 cans of paint and 3 cans of clear, it looks good. All it has to be done now is just polish it, and it even look even better. Came out really good. I'm not saying it because I just did it, because I did it. You have to see it. I don't know if the camera shows you exactly how it looks, but it looks really good. And it's going to this car right here. Not bad. So once again, this is Non-Mechanic. If you have any comments or questions, please post them down below, or contact me on nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. That is nonmechanic101@yahoo.com. And remember, if Non-Mechanic can do it, you can do it. Later.